Hello, welcome to your OPS 345 week 11, I think it is. Lab 8 video, either way. I think it's week 11. It's getting to that point of the semester where I'm kind of losing track of time. Before we get into the lab, very quickly, I want to go over the format for your final, which is coming up in a couple weeks. So your final is going to be available on, whoops, I skipped too far ahead on my calendar. Friday, April 19th, in our normal class, our normally allocated time. I'm probably going to allow it to be open for a little bit longer than the standard 2 hours, but yeah, not by much. Not by much. Let's see what I have it set up as. I'll give you an extra hour. So 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. You should only need 2 hours tops. It's going to consist of 15 multiple choice questions covering general concepts about the things that we've done this semester. What do things do? 10 short answer. Again, sticking to general concepts about, what do we do? For example, what's a lamp stack used for? What does a security group do if there's no rules configured? Stuff like that. And then 5 troubleshooting questions. Troubleshooting things like you're trying to install software in your instance in AWS, but it's failing. What could be causing that, right? 5 marks each, 4 marks each for the troubleshooting. So let me backtrack again. Multiple choice, 15 multiple choice, 1 mark each. 10 short answer, 3 marks each. 5 long answer troubleshooting ones, 4 marks each. Just give me 4 steps. It's open book. It's you're allowed your lab logbook. If you have any questions, ask me in this week's class, but it's all ready to go for week 14. So, with that in mind, we're going to jump into lab 8. Now, I already have my learner lab started. I've already got an SSH connection into my email instance, so everything's up and running. And on I've got 2 terminals open in the same window, just 2 tabs. One locally and one where I'm connected into my instance, because we're going to generate encryption keys locally, like we did back when we configured SSL in lab 6, I think it was. We're going to upload them to our email server, because we're generating them for our email server this time. And then we're going to configure postfix to use Dovecot and encrypt the client to server connection. Remember, client to client connection between emails, or server to server connections between emails, rather, between email servers cannot be encrypted, but client to server can be. So that's what we're going to do. And hopefully this works. I had issues with this last semester. Anyway, over to our instance, our command line on our workstation VM. We're going to generate a key pair for email.yourdomain.ops345.ca. And that's in the lab 6 notes, so let's go there. So we want as root we want certbot, cert only, manual, preferred, challenges, DNS. Give it a minute. So here we go. We want the domain name. It's going to be email dot yourdomain.ops345.ca. I did this earlier, just as a full disclosure heads up, and my power got interrupted partway through and the video was corrupt, so I'm redoing this again. So you're not going to see this output. I'm going to renew it, because I'm literally redoing everything that I just did. And there we go. I got a new certificate. So that's done. You might get a little bit more output. That's fine. You're going to have to deploy a challenge, Acme challenge text record in Bindistrar. There's my text record right there. Probably should have deleted that. Maybe that would have fixed that. All stuff we've done. So I've got new certs. They are in this folder right here, right? So I'm going to copy them. Let's look first. Let's encrypt live. Email. There's my two, right? So we're going to cp etc let's encrypt live email. So cert.pem. I'm going to do the key first, actually. Proof key.pem. And that's going to go to home, my username. In your case, your username, right? 345, OPS 345. Sorry, keys, certbot, email, jason.carmen.ops345.ca.key.pem. There we go. And this is going to be cert. And we're going to change this to cert. Done. So those are there. Now we need to change the ownership on those. We can actually just leave as root for now. And boom, there's our stuff. But if we do an ls-l, they're owned by root. So sudo chown your username on email. And we should be able to just use a wildcard there. And get both of them. And look at that, we did. Nice. Now we're going to copy them to our server. So we're going to use scp. I think it's in my history. I've got an scp command somewhere. Yep, this one right here. So I'm going to steal that one. Copy. Paste that in. But I'm going to change it slightly, right? Because this is not the one I want. I want email. And I want it to go to email. That's not right. Hold on. Oh yeah, that was right. Let's paste that in again. Sorry. This is going to be email. This is going to be email. And this is going to be 2212 instead. And it should go through. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Why is that not working? going on? Oh, I know why. That one did have to be www. There we go. Right, that had to be the router. So if we look on our email now, we do an ls-l. Yeah, they were just uploaded there right now. Time's wrong, actually. Weird. So now we're gonna put those where we want them. So we're going to switch to sudo there we go. So first we're going to copy, excuse me, the cert first. Email.cert.pem to etc pki tls certs. And says it's already there because it's the one I generated earlier. You won't get that error. And then we want our key. I'm going to get the same error. You are not. To private. So there we go. And edit postfix. Main.cf, our configuration file. So you're going to have to change. I already changed these again earlier. I thought I reverted this change, but apparently I did not. So the cert file and the key file, right? Make sure those point to your cert key. Save and exit. Restart postfix. And you can test it with Telnet. I know it's not going to work, so I'm going to skip it. Now we're going to edit dovecot.conf. And we're going to look for protocols, which apparently it's still highlighting from earlier when I did it. And we're going to make this just IMAP. Save that. And dovecot conf.d 10-ssl.conf. So this one right here, whatever this line says, again, change that to the path to your key. So that's going to be, hold on. Apparently I'm having to go pretty far back. It should be path's wrong. That's why that didn't work. Wait, what? Whoops, I missed a slash. There we go. I wanted the full name to the file. There we go. So it's here. So it's your PEM file, right? This one right here. You just copy, paste, and make our life super fucking easy, right? And same here. Get rid of whatever is there. And it's going to be the key file. Copy, paste, escape, save, exit, restart dovecot. There we go. Let's clear our screen. Actually, not sure why I cleared my screen there, but yeah. And we're going to make sure that that it's listening. So we need, hold on a second. so on the email server, sudo ss atnp, and we should see, look at that, we're listening on port 993 now. Fucking awesome. We're getting close to being done. And we should make sure, one thing I didn't do, system ctl status dovecot. Did I? Oh, I did make it start on boot. Okay, I wanted to make sure. Again, I could test with telnet. I know it's not going to work, so I'm going to skip it. To the workstation, we need Thunderbird. It's already here. Look at that. And we're going to try to connect. Fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. It's just slow. It's just slow. That's it. Okay, so we need to do a manual setup. Give it a minute. It's slow. Yeah, we don't want it to automatically search. Let's try it anyway. Oh! 1 second! We need a username. Or a username or password. On our JM Carmen password. We do not have a password. Okay, apparently we're fixing it. Make it something kind of secure. I thought I noticed that somewhere in there. Yep. So, how the fuck do we get to the manual setup? Alright, let's give it a go. That should work. Ah, there we go. Configure manually. So, it's going to be IMAP, and this is going to be email. This is going to be port 993. This is going to be SSL-TLS. Normal password. There's the username. Outgoing server, same thing. Email. Port 25. And this is going to be start TLS. Or, yeah, start TLS. Normal password. And before I do anything, I know it's going to fail. I need to go into my security group and enable port 993 because I missed that step. That might be because I shut things down from earlier. Okay, security groups. Email security group. Edit inbound rules. Add rule. IMAP. Sorry, that should be IMAP S. There we go. From anywhere. Save. Test it. Failed to find the settings. This is the part I could not get working last semester, and I'm not fucking sure why. So, if you fall into this situation and it's not working, this should work. should work. But sending the email I know is not going to work anyway, because we can't send outbound email from EC2. And we're having issues with inbound email. It's intentional by design, within the Learner Lab anyway. You can't do it. Actually, I think even within straight up normal regular EC2, you have to specifically request and get Amazon to enable this if you need this functionality, and you have to prove you need it. It's to limit mailer spam and stuff like that. So, if this doesn't connect, what the fuck do you show me for proof? Well, show me your security group. One screenshot there, right? I should see port 993 there, because that means you tried. And these two things right near. Show me postfix running, and Dovecot. So that you can get on one screen. And if you want to throw in, optionally up to you, this there, right here, because I see it's listening on port 993, I know you've done the configuration, right? It's not your fault that it doesn't work. It may not work, and that's just the way it's going to be. So, this was a shorter video than I expected it turning out to be, but that is what it is. Take care, be safe, have a great week. See you next week. Bye for now.